This guy, Junior Seau, is absolutely unbelievable. What a football player. Who he was and what he was all about lived on with all of us that were fortunate to play against him, and then certainly the ones that played with him.
TV, we're headed out to LA this week. We got Commanders, Chargers. Long flight ahead, huh?
Man, that was certainly a long trip. Anytime you go from the East Coast to the West Coast, Washington, going out there, that was tough. And I remember my first long trip, 2002, we were playing the Chargers in San Diego. I think we were 3-0 at the time. And I was thinking, man, we come off a Super Bowl and winning Super Bowl 36. I was like, we're going to be undefeated. We were playing good football. So we flew out to San Diego and we weren't sure who was going to play. I think Junior Seau had like a high ankle sprain. So no one thought he was playing. It was a beautiful day. We got out there and Junior Seau comes running out of the tunnel in the old San Diego stadium. And he got the whole crowd so fired up. He ended up playing and he had a monster day out there. And at that point I was like, this guy, Junior Seau, is absolutely unbelievable. What a football player. We ended up losing that day. I threw 2 interceptions that day. Donnie Edwards caught an interception. Then I tried to throw a throw to the field, a hard throw, which Belichick said, listen, don't try to throw over this corner. He's pretty tall and long. And I tried to throw it over the top. Of course, he picked it off. So it's kind of an ugly day for us, but a good lesson in my prep to not go after good players and don't go after the ones that my coach specifically says don't try to throw over. So some good lessons. This
was before the days of nonstop inactive reports. So you're just eyeing the tunnel, hoping that Junior Seau doesn't come out of the smoke.
Yeah, it was a little different. Everything was a little different back then in terms of the type of information you get. So you weren't quite sure. But Junior actually became obviously a great competitor of mine. But the best part was he became a teammate of mine. And he became a great friend of mine too. And I'll never forget when we signed him in New England. He came to our team with the new life and new energy that he brought to our team. An incredible player. In 2006, he broke his forearm in a game. We were playing the Bears. I think he broke his forearm, was surfing the next day, and then came back in 2007. And we obviously had an incredible season. And was just very fortunate to play with him and his intensity and love of the game, and how he really looked after me and mentored me as someone I looked up to, a real Hall of Famer. And obviously very sad with his passing, but I think who he was and what he was all about lived on with all of us that were fortunate to play against him, and then certainly the ones that played with him.